Top 12 beginner rider habits to break in 2025. Got your new motorcycle and ready to rule the streets in 2025? Before going full speed, let's address something crucial. Most beginner riders develop bad habits that can wreck your day, bike, and bones. This covers the top 12 beginner habits to leave behind in 2025. Habits that make you look nervous or ride dangerously. Ready to level up your skills? Let's get into it. 12. Panicking in corners. This is easily one of the most terrifying and most common beginner habits. And it shows up the minute you find yourself in a corner that feels too fast, too tight, or too unexpected. You know the moment. You see the curve coming up, your brain suddenly screams, "Oh no!" and your entire body stiffens up like you're about to be launched into orbit. Instead of smoothly leaning the bike over, you grab the brakes mid-turn. Or worse, you look straight at the guardrail or the gravel shoulder and forget to do anything else. That's called target fixation, and it turns an ordinary curve into a guaranteed trip to the ER. Here's why this happens. When you're scared, your survival instincts take over. You want to slow down and look for the danger. But motorcycles don't respond well to panic inputs. If you grab a fistful of brake while leaned over, you're going to stand the bike up or lock the wheels, and either way, you're leaving the road in a hurry. The fix starts in your head. You have to trust the bike. Modern motorcycles have way more lean angle than you think. Even a cruiser can corner harder than most beginners realize. Instead of staring at the pavement, you need to turn your head and look through the curve. Your eyes should lead your body, not the other way around. Second, practice countersteering. At speeds above about 10 miles per hour, pushing the bar in the direction you want to turn is the fastest, most controlled way to lean. Don't overthink it, just press gently, and the bike will dip in smoothly. Third, stop the mid-corner braking. Get all your braking done before you tip in. If you find yourself going too fast, gently roll off the throttle, but resist the urge to hammer the brakes. Smoothness is everything. Finally, take it slow in the beginning. Find an empty parking lot or a quiet road and practice cornering deliberately. Focus on your vision, your body position, and your breathing. Every successful turn will build your confidence until one day you realize you're no longer panicking. You're actually enjoying the ride. And if you forget about panicking for a moment, there's another habit that will betray you when you least expect it. If you followed up to this point, kindly hit that subscribe button. We still got more up our sleeves that I bet you don't want to miss. 11. Trusting every driver. Look, I get it. You want to assume the best about people. You want to believe that every driver out there sees you, cares about you, and is paying full attention to the road. But let's be real, trusting every driver is the fastest way to become a hood ornament. This is one of the most dangerous beginner habits because it's so natural to think, I have the right of way, they'll stop. The truth is, many drivers don't see you, and some flat out don't care. You're not driving a bright yellow school bus. You're on a slim machine with one headlight that can disappear in a blind spot or blend into a line of cars. If you ride like you expect everyone to follow the rules, you are rolling the dice with your life every single mile. That's why experienced riders develop a healthy level of paranoia. It's not that they're scared, it's that they're realistic. The sad truth is, some drivers are texting, eating, or singing along to bad music instead of watching for you. That's just reality. You don't have to be scared, but you do have to be smart. Ride with your head on a swivel. Expect the unexpected, and never ever assume that minivan sees you coming. If you think you've mastered this, there's the silent habit that leaves you stranded more often than you'd believe. 10. Not doing pre-ride checks. Mechanical Russian roulette. Nothing says beginner energy like hopping on your bike, turning the key, and roaring off without so much as a glance at your machine. You might get away with this a few times, but eventually, it's going to bite you hard. Skipping pre-ride checks is basically playing mechanical Russian roulette. One day you'll discover your tires are softer than an overripe peach. Your chain has the tension of cooked spaghetti, or your brake fluid is lower than your bank account after buying that fancy helmet. And guess what? By then, it's too late. Here's why this habit is so common. You're excited to ride, you think, it was fine yesterday, it'll be fine today. But motorcycles aren't cars. They don't have four wheels and redundant systems. You only have two contact patches with the road, and everything has to work perfectly. So do yourself a favor, make pre-ride checks a habit, not an afterthought. Because when something fails mid-ride, you'll wish you'd spent those extra seconds. And speaking of things failing, there's another sneaky habit that trashes your engine faster than you'd expect. 9. Late gear changes. Here's a habit that beginners fall into all the time, either lugging the engine because they're scared to rev it, or over-revving like they're trying out for a MotoGP team. Neither one is doing you, your bike, or your wallet any favors. Let's break it down. When you shift too late, as in you stay in a high gear while crawling through traffic or climbing a hill, your engine starts lugging. That means it's working way harder than it should, shaking like it's got a caffeine overdose, and putting stress on the internals. The bike feels sluggish, jerky, and sad. You're basically torturing it slowly. On the flip side, some new riders shift way too early because they're nervous about revving. Or worse, they hold gears too long and keep the revs screaming like they're on the starting grid at Laguna Seca. That's not just annoying to everyone around you, it's also burning more fuel, wearing out your engine and making your bike sound like it's in pain. The sweet spot? Learn your bike's power band. That's where the engine is happiest. For most bikes, that's somewhere in the mid-range, not too low, not redlining. When you shift in the right spot, the engine pulls smoothly, sounds healthy, and gives you the power you need without feeling like you're breaking it. But here's something that happens so often, most beginners don't even realize they're doing it until someone points it out. 8. Forgetting your turn signals, the silent communication killer. This one is embarrassing, dangerous, and happens to every beginner at least 50 times before they get their act together. You flip on your turn signal, make your move, and then you just ride off into the sunset with that little blinker going tick, 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 like a metronome for the next 5 miles. Here's why this is such a big deal. Other drivers are making split-second decisions based on what they think you're doing. If your signal is flashing, they think you're turning. If you're not turning but your signal says you are, you're sending mixed messages that can get someone hurt. And it's not just forgetting to turn them off. Beginners also forget to use them in the first place. You get so focused on clutch control, throttle, and not falling over that signaling becomes an afterthought. But to everyone else on the road, you just became a mind reader test. They have no idea where you're going. Unlike cars, most motorcycles don't have self-canceling signals. That means you have to remember to turn them off manually every single time. It sounds simple, but when you're managing throttle, brakes, clutch, and trying not to hit a pothole, it's easy to forget. If you think forgotten signals are bad, wait until you hear about the habit that makes you look like you're riding a mechanical bull. 7. Jerky throttle control, riding like a caffeinated squirrel. Nothing screams beginner louder than jerky, unpredictable throttle control. You know the type. They're either crawling along like they're afraid the bike will explode, or they're lurching forward like they're trying to launch into orbit every time they twist their wrist. This habit makes you look like you're riding a mechanical bull instead of a motorcycle. Your passengers, if you're brave enough to carry one, are getting whiplash, and everyone around you is wondering if you're having some kind of medical emergency. Here's what's happening. Beginners treat the throttle like an on-off switch. They think there are only 2 settings, nothing and everything. But the throttle is more like a volume knob. There are infinite settings between 0 and wide open, and learning to use them smoothly is what separates the rookies from the riders. Jerky throttle control doesn't just look bad, it's dangerous. When you suddenly chop the throttle mid-corner, you can upset the bike's balance and cause it to stand up or wobble. When you hammer it too hard from a stop, you can lift the front wheel or lose traction and low side. The fix starts with your grip. Don't death grip the handlebars. Keep your arms relaxed and your wrists straight. Use your whole hand to roll the throttle, not just your fingers. Think smooth and progressive, not fast and jerky. Master throttle control and you'll instantly look like you know what you're doing. Ignore it and you'll look like a nervous penguin on 2 wheels. But even perfect throttle control won't save you from a habit that ruins your street cred instantly. 6. Death gripping the handlebars, the white knuckle special. Here's a habit that's literally written all over your face and your posture. You're gripping those handlebars like you're hanging off a cliff. Your knuckles are white as fresh snow, and your arms are more rigid than a steel beam. Everyone can see it, and it's broadcasting to the world that you're terrified. The death grip is probably the most visible sign of a nervous beginner. You think you're being safer by holding on tight, but you're actually making everything worse. When you grip the bars too hard, you fight the bike's natural tendency to balance itself. Motorcycles want to stay upright, but your white-knuckle grip is like trying to balance a broomstick while someone is shaking your shoulders. Here's what the death grip does to your riding. It makes you stiff and unresponsive. When you hit a bump, instead of absorbing it with your body, you transmit every vibration straight to your arms and back. Your steering becomes jerky because you can't make small, precise adjustments. And when you need to make an emergency maneuver, your rigid arms fight against the bike instead of working with it. Plus, death gripping is exhausting. After 20 minutes of riding like you're wrestling a bull, your arms are burning, your shoulders are screaming, your hands are going numb. 5. Terrible body positioning, riding like a passenger. This is the habit that makes experienced riders cringe when they see it. You're sitting on your bike like you're waiting for a bus, bolt upright, rigid as a mannequin, with your feet pointing in random directions, and your body fighting the bike through every turn. Terrible body positioning doesn't just look awkward, it makes everything about riding harder. When you don't position your body correctly, you're working against the bike's natural dynamics instead of working with them. It's like trying to dance with someone who's never heard music before. Here's what bad body positioning looks like. You're sitting straight up like you're in a church pew. Your outside foot is hanging off the peg like a dead fish, and you're trying to steer the bike around corners using pure arm strength. When the bike leans, you lean the opposite direction, like you're trying to keep a sinking ship level. This habit makes cornering scary and unstable. Instead of moving with the bike, you're fighting it. Instead of being part of the machine, you're just cargo that happens to be holding the handlebars. Remember, the bike is doing most of the work. Your job is to be a good partner, not a control freak. But even perfect body position can't fix another habit that turns every ride into a gambling session. 4. Ignoring weather conditions. Mother Nature doesn't care about your schedule. Here's the habit that separates the smart riders from the accident statistics. You look outside, see some clouds, maybe a little drizzle, and think, it's not that bad, I'll be fine. Then you head out on your bike like the weather is just a suggestion instead of a game changer. Ignoring weather conditions is like playing Russian roulette with physics. Rain, wind, heat, cold, and even bright sunshine can turn your bike from a reliable machine into a slippery, unpredictable beast that's actively trying to dump you on the asphalt. Let's talk about rain first. When it's wet, your tires have about as much grip as butter on glass. Those painted lines, manhole covers, and metal surfaces become ice rinks. Your stopping distance doubles. Your cornering ability gets cut in half. And if you hit a patch of oil or diesel fuel, you're going down faster than a lead balloon. But beginners see a little moisture and think, I'll just ride more carefully. No, you need to completely change your entire approach. Slower entry speeds, gentler inputs, wider turning radii, and longer following distances. Everything becomes more deliberate and less forgiving. 3. Riding in blind spots. Becoming the invisible man. This habit is so sneaky and so dangerous that it accounts for a huge chunk of motorcycle accidents. You're cruising along, minding your own business, hanging out next to some car's rear quarter panel, and you think you're just going with the flow. What you're actually doing is making yourself invisible to the one person whose job it is to not run you over. Riding in blind spots is like playing hide and seek with a 4,000-pound vehicle, except the other player doesn't know they're playing, and the stakes are your life. Every car and truck has zones where their mirrors can't see you, and if you park yourself in those zones, you might as well be wearing an invisibility cloak. But here's the thing, beginners love to ride in blind spots because it feels safe. You're not in front where you might get rear-ended, and you're not behind where you have to worry about following distance. You're just there, invisible, until suddenly you're not. The fix is simple, but requires discipline. If you can't see the driver's face in their mirror, get out of there. Speed up, slow down, change lanes, whatever it takes to get to a position where you're visible. When you're passing, do it quickly and decisively. Don't linger next to a car. Get past them and get into their line of sight as fast as safely possible. Staying visible isn't just about safety, it's about survival. Because being invisible might feel safe, but it's actually the most dangerous place to be. But even if you master visibility, this next habit will sabotage your skills when you need them most. 2. Never practicing emergency maneuvers hoping for the best. Here's the habit that's going to bite you when you least expect it. You learn the basics, pass your test, and then spend months or years just riding around. You never practice emergency braking. You never work on swerving. You never push your limits in a controlled environment. You just hope that when the moment comes, your beginner skills will somehow be enough. Emergency maneuvers are perishable skills. Even if you learn them once, if you don't practice them regularly, they'll abandon you when you need them most. Your brain will default to whatever you do most often, which is probably just riding in a straight line and making gentle turns. Don't wait for an emergency to find out if your skills are good enough. By then, it's too late to learn. But even if you're practicing emergency maneuvers, this final habit will undermine everything you've learned and put you at risk every single time you ride. 1. Overconfidence after basic skills, the deadliest habit of all. This is the big one, the habit that kills more experienced beginners than all the others combined. You've been riding for a few months, maybe even a year. You've got your basic skills down. You can shift smoothly, take corners without panic, and you haven't dropped the bike in weeks. So you start thinking you're hot stuff. But here's the brutal truth. You're not as good as you think you are. Basic skills are just that, basic. They'll get you around town without falling over, but they won't save you when things go sideways. You've learned to ride in perfect conditions, but you haven't learned to handle the real world. This is when beginners start making fatal mistakes. They're confident enough to ride in traffic, but not skilled enough to handle an emergency. They're comfortable enough to go fast, but not experienced enough to read road conditions. They're relaxed enough to stop being paranoid, but not wise enough to stay vigilant. Remember that every mile you ride without incident isn't proof that you're getting better. It might just mean you've been lucky, and luck runs out. The best riders are the ones who never stop learning, never stop practicing, and never stop respecting the risks. They know that the moment you think you've got it all figured out is the moment the road is going to teach you a very expensive lesson. Stay hungry, stay humble, stay alive. Because in the end, the most dangerous thing on the road isn't the weather or the traffic or even mechanical failure. It's the rider who thinks they know everything when they barely learned anything at all. In any of these habits, don't feel bad about it, feel motivated. Because now you know exactly what to work on. Pick one habit from this list and focus on fixing it this week. Just one. Master it, then move on to the next. Coming up next is another video that's even more entertaining than this one. Want to know what it's about? Click on it. Let's go. If you've gotten here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, tell us in the comment section which of the habits you find it hard to break.